Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. I'm going to show you how to make this book cover, and you can make it for any size book you want. This is made for a planner. Let me unsnap this. It's a little planner that you can use. You can make these for students, for teachers, for people working in an office. You can also make them for other books. You can make them as a Bible cover, which I frequently get asked to do. So all of the measurements on how to measure everything will be in this tutorial. Okay, let's get started. If you're using a different size notebook than what I'm using in this video tutorial, measure your notebook all the way around. Place your tape measure underneath, wrap it all the way around to see how long your fabric needs to be. Then you want to take it and measure it from the top to the bottom. So take the measurement that you first took, where you wrapped around the tape measure of the book, and mine measured 12 inches. Add 4.5 inches to whatever your measurement is. So mine came out to 16.5 inches. The height of the book from top to bottom, mine was 8 inches. Add 3/4 of an inch. So my width of my fabric is going to be 8 3/4 inches. These are the 3 fabric pieces. So here's my middle piece, and then you take your 2 other ones and stitch them on the outside. So you're going to just take them, bring the raw edges together, bringing front sides of the fabric together, stitching a 1/4 inch seam. Then take the other 2 and stitch a 1/4 of an inch seam. Then you want to press your seams, and if your middle fabric is really light like this one is, you want to press those seams towards your darkest fabric. This is my fabric for the back. I've already fused my fleece on. Remember, you want to have your fleece cut a 1/2 inch smaller than your fabric, your lining fabric. So just follow package instructions and fuse it on the back. This is the lining, and I've got the pretty side of the fabric facing up at me. You want to fold this in half, your lining fabric. Fold it in half to find the center. Take your ribbon, and remember, it's an option. Place your ribbon right there in the center and pin it down. Then you're going to take your fabric for the outside and bring it on top of that. You're putting the pretty side of your fabric facing down. So you have front sides of the fabric together. Go ahead and pin around all of your edges. And then on one end over here, you're going to leave an opening, about maybe 4 inches wide right here. And make sure you're going to back stitch on each side of your opening. So this is left so that you can turn it front side out later. So starting here, back stitch, and do a 1/4 inch seam, stitching down to the corner. Then leave your needle down, turn your fabric, stitch down to the other corner, and then continue all the way around. And when you get back to here, then back stitch. Now go around to all 4 corners, and you're going to trim a little bit of the fabric off. You're going to make it about 1/8 of an inch wide. So cut across here, and then just a little bit off on each side. And do that at all 4 corners. Now at your opening, I like to fold the edges back a 1/4 of an inch, and I just do a light finger press. Do that on both sides. And then reach in between and turn it front side out. After you've turned it front side out, make sure you poke your corners out. Then give your edges a real good pressing. Then turn your edges in, make sure they're turned in. Put a few pins to hold this opening, and then stitch close to the edge right along there. Now take your ends and fold them over 2 inches and place pins here and here. And then stitch real close to the edge all along here. And you're going to stitch all the way across and up over to here and do the same thing. Starting here, stitch close to the edge all the way across, up over the top. Make sure you always backstitch at the beginning and end. Cut a piece of fabric out that's 4 inches by 2 inches. Take that piece and you're going to fold it on the 4-inch direction. So this is the longest edge. So fold it in half with pretty side together. And then stitch 1/4 inch seam along here. After stitching, you're going to cut just a little bit off of this corner at the folded edge, right there like that. You want to get just a little bit of it out. Then finger press the seam open. Now turn it front side out so that it looks like this. And you want to keep that little seam right in the center. Then go to your ironing board and press this part flat. Then take this edge and fold it over 1/4 inch, and then fold this edge over 1/4 inch, and you're pressing them as you fold them over. So after you've got it pressed, then you want to fold it over again, and you see your little seam right here? You want to take this edge and bring it just past it a little bit and press it with your iron. And do the same thing with this other side. Fold it over and press. Then top stitch right along this edge. This is the front side of the little tab or the strap. Take your raw edge and fold it towards the front side. Then you're going to take this and bring it down and place it 1 inch from the edge over here. And you want to make sure you figure out which is the back side of your book cover. This is my back side, so I want to place it on the back side of the book cover. And then go ahead and place a pin to hold it there. Then you're going to stitch a little square. So you're just going to stitch along here, up this way, over this way, and again. And you want to go around about 2 times. Fold the 2 side ends over 2 inches. Place a pin at each end to hold. Then stitch close to the edge all along here. And when you get right here, you want to back stitch. And continue stitching all the way across. And then when you get here, back stitch again. Continue to stitch and back stitch. Do that at both the bottom and the top. Now the last step is to put a snap on. Now you can use any kind of snap that you would like, but I'm going to use these little plastic snaps. I really like it. They're very decorative and very, very easy to put on. This is a kit I bought off of Amazon where it came with all of these colors. It came with tools, and there's even more tools in here. There really wasn't any directions on how to use it, but my husband, being an old engineer, he figured it all out for me. So I'm going to demonstrate how to put these plastic snaps on. Here's how I go about figuring out where I want to put my snap, because you want them to match up. The one part of the snap will go here, the other part here. So I will put a straight pin right down through the center where I want my snap to go on this little strap. And I will go right down where I want it to go. Now you don't want to make this strap to where it's real tight. You want a little bit of room. And so then I pull this back, and with a pencil I'll mark right there and then right over here on this side where the pin is, so that you know exactly where to place your snap. You're going to take your little pointy thing and stick it right there and then you're going to poke a hole all the way through. You need to select 2 of these with the pointed piece coming that goes straight up. So you need 2 of those. Then the piece that goes on the back, one needs to be male and one needs to be female, or concave, convex. So go ahead and insert from the front side of your tab strap right here. Insert that in through the hole. Then take either one of these male or females and put it right over that. Now insert it into the press and center it underneath it, and go ahead and squeeze. And then it's all set. Now take your little pointy thing for this one and you're going to insert it through. But before you do that, you want to, let me turn this, I'm sorry. You want to open this up, put it right in there, and poke your hole. Then open up the back side and put the piece that has the long pointed piece in the center. Stick it through the hole. Then from the front side, take your other piece and you want to take it to where this side here goes down. So put it down on top and now insert it into the press and squeeze. Insert the covers of the book inside of the flaps at both ends. Bring your ribbon across, and this is used to mark whatever page they want, and then close it and snap it closed. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. I wanted to show you one other item that you can make for notebooks, and that is an elastic pencil case, a zipper case that you can keep your pens and pencils in, and it's got elastic here that loops over the cover of your book, and you can make it for any size notebook that you would like. If you're interested in this, the link will be listed below your YouTube screen. If you're interested in other beginner sewing projects, those links will also be listed below. You want to scroll down and expand the description section, and you'll see all kinds of goodies listed there. Now don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl. This is Manny. See you next time.